Welcome to the Mills Knows Bills podcast. My name is Mills Bender. I'm the founder and CEO of Mills Knows Bills, where we help you, variable income earners, master your money in 90 days. The point of this podcast is to help you make the most of your fluctuating income so you can stop living paycheck to paycheck, pay off your debt twice as fast, and get on track toward reaching both your personal and professional financial goals. Now, as I continue to grow my team here at MKB, you may have some guest hosts from time to time. However, our goal does not change. Whether we're bringing in a guest speaker, having an in-depth conversation about our personal finances, or talking about a topic that is of interest to you, our goal is to help you master your money. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Mills Knows Bills podcast. I'm your host, as well as founder and CEO of Mills Knows Bills, Mills Bender. I'm so excited that you've joined us here today, whether you are joining on podcast or YouTube. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this series. With us today, we have a very special guest, Ashley. And Ashley is not only in the mortgage industry, but she's a little bit of, famous on TV and stuff. So I'm really excited to have her here and to hear her burning financial questions. So Ashley, take a moment, please introduce yourself, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. As Mills let you know, I am a mortgage expert. I also do new construction. I build affordable homes in the state of Texas. And I'm also a TV host on the TV show called The American Dream.
I absolutely love it. So with all of that said, what's your burning financial question for me today?
Yeah, so I have a question because I see this so much in my industry where I have elderly people who come and they're looking to purchase homes. And I ask, do you have any available assets? Do you have anything behind you that can help you purchase this home? And most of the time they don't. And they're much older, and something always comes to mind, when they're older and they're not in the best financial situation. So I've always wondered, what can they do to actually put themselves in a better situation? So verbatim, so if you already have elderly parents and they did not set themselves up for retirement, what would you suggest that they do to help their current situation when they have minimal funds to invest or to live off of?
That's a really tough situation to be in. Honestly, it gets to the point where sometimes it's a little too late, sadly. And so what I would encourage the children of the elderly parents to look at is there a way for them to be creative? Is there an opportunity for the children to maybe build a mom and pop suite in their backyard and then eventually convert that into an investment property or Airbnb down the road? Another option is, can they get any additional insurance on them? Long-term care. If you are in a position right now where your parents are not set up financially to maintain their cost of living and it's not too late for you yet, look at getting long-term care insurance. Look at starting to build an opportunity for them to either live in your backyard or build an extension on your home, or maybe move into a bigger home yourself and allow them to live in that room, in that home. You don't want to wait until it's too little too late. Otherwise, your only option is to make sure that you get another job. And if you're an elderly parent, you don't want to wait until you're retired to then no longer be retired. I know that's probably not the answer you were hoping to hear, but until you see that situation exactly for what it is, it's kind of a case by case scenario.
Yeah, great. That was probably something that comes to mind too whenever I help those who are looking to purchase a home, is probably step back to see if you have a family member that could build an ADU or a second home in the backyard or build onto their current home. So, yeah.
That would be the best solutions that I would also look at. just because otherwise your hands are tied, sadly. But if somebody is in that situation, though, I know that you help with the mortgage side of it and thinking outside the box, and, you do affordable building in Texas. So who are you looking for right now in your business?
So it goes off a little bit off that subject. Really what we're looking for is investors to be able to possibly even help those types of clients. I've seen instances where an investor will come in, purchase a property, whether it needs to be fixed or not. And most of the time they hold them and they can rent them out or owner finance them back to those types of clients that need that type of service. So investors were able to find programs that allow them to purchase homes with financing and not digging into income. So like no tax returns, no proof of income. So long as the property makes sense to lend on, you can pretty much buy as many as you want.
That's awesome. And is that only based in Texas, or do you have programs like that nationwide?
Yep, it's a nationwide product. It can really go anywhere so long as the deal makes sense.
All right, I like it. And so if somebody is in that situation where they feel like they have no other options and they want to talk with you and see how maybe they can find additional options, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Yeah, you can contact me on my website. It's theashleyherrera.com. All my information will be there. If you don't have access to internet, my phone number is 325-340-3324, and you can call and text me to that number.
I love it. Thank you so much. And so if you would like to reach out to Ashley, be sure to go to the show notes. You can click on that URL or you can text her directly. I really appreciate you taking the time today, Ashley, and I hope that you're able to provide additional solutions for any listeners that might be in that situation. If you stuck around long enough to get to this part of the podcast, I just want to say thank you. We really appreciate the fact that you take the time to listen to the content in its entirety, because we do pour our hearts and soul into every single piece of content we let out. So thank you for being here. I want to let you know that if you're in a space where you're trying to level up your finances, you can always snag some free resources on our YouTube channel, Instagram. You're always welcome to email us at info@millsknowsbills.com. And if you're interested in taking part of any of our coaching programs or courses, be sure to mention our podcast to get a special discount, okay? We want to make sure that you are making the most of your financial investment. Again, I am your host, Mills Bender, founder and CEO of Mills Knows Bills. Thank you so much for listening. And just because I gotta, here's a quick little disclaimer. I want to remind you that this podcast is strictly discussion, okay? It's general, it's educational in nature. We don't provide any specific tax, investment, legal, or financial advice on this podcast with respect to any particular individual, okay? So if you're in a situation where you need specific help, please consult your own advisor regarding your unique situation, because it's not a one-size-fits-all.